Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Fanatic Rundown. The Edmonton Oilers, they look like they were down and out in this series, down 2-0. The LA Kings were by far the better team in the series at that point, but something's flipped here for the Edmonton Oilers. 3 straight wins now, comebacks, and tonight they deliver their biggest and best performance of the playoffs to this point. They outshoot the LA Kings. What was the final here? 46-22 overall. Hats off to Darcy Kuemper tonight. He was absolutely sensational for the LA Kings. He was the only reason the LA Kings had a hope in this hockey game. But thankfully, this dominant performance from the Edmonton Oilers does result in a 3-1 win and a 3-2 series lead. The Edmonton Oilers have a chance to eliminate the Los Angeles Kings for the 4th straight season on Thursday night back in Edmonton. It's going to be a huge test. It'll be the toughest win for the Edmonton Oilers to get. No doubt whatsoever about that. But seeing the performance that this team put on tonight just fills you with a ton of confidence. The other 2 wins they got in this series, they had to fight and claw, come back. They got them, but they definitely weren't 60-minute efforts from the team. Tonight, I have no issue in saying this was a 60-minute effort for the Edmonton Oilers. From start to finish, they were the better team. Going over the scoring summary, it didn't start the way the Edmonton Oilers wanted it to start. The Kings would get their lone goal on the night, Andrei Kuzmenko on the power play at 3:33 of the second period. The Oilers out shooting the Kings 19-4 in the first, so they definitely deserved more goals. But like I said, Darcy Kuemper was absolutely sensational for the LA Kings tonight. He kept them in it, no doubt about that. Evander Kane, though, with his second of the playoffs from John Klingberg at 6:16, a beauty shot. Got tipped a little bit, but a great release from Kane, tied at 1-1. Going into the third, 1-1 hockey game. It's anyone's game despite the Oilers' domination, but in the third period, Matthias Janmark buries a rebound at 7:12. Victor Arvidsson, Vasily Podkolzin picking up the assists. Evander Kane, Matthias Janmark. Evander Kane is a guy you rely on pretty regularly when he's in the lineup, but missing the whole regular season. He's come in through 3 games, so I guess 4 games now in this series that he's played. He's made an impact, getting his second goal in 4 games here for this team. Matthias Janmark, he didn't have a goal off his stick all season long, so to get his second so far in these playoffs is just absolutely massive. It's the winner tonight for the Edmonton Oilers, and then Ryan Nugent-Hopkins allows everyone in Oil Country to catch their breath at 19:02 as he buries the empty netter, giving the Oilers the 3-1 lead and the 3-1 victory here tonight. Been singing the praises of Darcy Kuemper, but Calvin Pickard also very solid for the Edmonton Oilers tonight, making 21 saves. Definitely some big ones in the third period and the second period. There were some questionable plays tonight. Evander Kane got cross-checked into his own net in the third period. I believe late in the second period, there was the Quinton Byfield covering of the puck that went uncalled. I think it was pretty much universally, well, I shouldn't say universally, but a lot of people thought that should have been a penalty shot for the Edmonton Oilers. The refs missed it, so we can overlook these kind of things because the Edmonton Oilers found a way to win the hockey game tonight, and I'm sure there was plenty of missed penalty calls on the Edmonton Oilers as well. But you get what I'm saying. Some questionable officiating once again, but that's pretty much always the story in the Stanley Cup playoffs. The refs have a very hard job, and some of the calls, you can't see how they miss them, or you never know what's even going to get called in the playoffs from play to play. But hey, I'm not going to be complaining too much tonight because my team won 3-1 and the Oilers have a 3-2 series lead. I don't think anyone in Oil Country had a ton of confidence at the early point of this series, and just to see how far the Edmonton Oilers have come here. The the latter half of the regular season, this team was just not playing together. So many guys injured. There was no chemistry, really. And it took a few games, and the Oilers, like I said, definitely their best performance tonight. Really their first 60-minute effort so far in these playoffs. And yeah, they're delivering just exactly when they need it. They're the first team to win on the road in this series. I was saying on the Oilers Live podcast last night on the Heavy Hockey Network that I thought whoever won Game 5 would take this series. So really happy to see that my team, the Edmonton Oilers, got the big win tonight, and I just hope they can finish this one off in front of the home crowd faithful on Thursday night back at Rogers Place. Would be so sweet to see this team win 4 straight and just put this away and see who they take on, either Minnesota or Vegas in the second round. But you definitely can't overlook the LA Kings. I really have no doubt the LA Kings are going to come back with their best possible performance in Game 6. As I mentioned earlier, that fourth win is usually always the hardest one to get, so you cannot look past the LA Kings here. They just have to win 2 games as well. But to see the Edmonton Oilers, like I said, delivering their best possible performance tonight, seeing them increase their level, competitiveness, cohesion, different guys coming up throughout the series. We're seeing the absolute best from Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, who pick up the assists on Nuge's empty net goal tonight. Both of them were all over it, getting some great chances. Like I said, the Oilers really should have run away with this one. We're looking at a 3-1 final score, but the Oilers really should have won this one like 6-1, 7-2, something like that. But the goaltenders at both ends were solid. The Oilers got the goals they needed, and they walk away from LA tonight with a 3-2 series lead. So I think that's all I have for tonight, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the big win for the Edmonton Oilers in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.